Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Trend Boost. In this episode, we'll be discussing a few examples where celebrities cautioned us about Ellen DeGeneres. Make sure to stay around till the very end of the video so you can see for yourself who the celebrities are and under what conditions did they caution us about Ellen. Number 8. Mariah Carey. This incident was one of the occasions when Ellen took things a little bit too far, actually. It was quite an uncomfortable and stressful experience for her when the iconic Mariah Carey made her appearance on The Ellen Show. Ellen had probably heard something along the lines of Mariah being pregnant at that time and seemed to be desperate to get her to affirm that. It would certainly mean good for the show. However, that was completely inappropriate as it really wasn't Ellen's place to force that information out of her. And, like that wasn't enough, she really took things too far when she arranged for some wine for Mariah to take, on live camera. Wondering why? Well, in case you don't know, alcohol is strictly prohibited for someone who is pregnant. This is really taking things too far, and was quite visibly very uncomfortable for the singer as well. However, Ellen seemed to understand that afterwards and she tried to play it off. But this can be said without a doubt that it wasn't one of her proudest moments. Number 7. Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin herself has had a lot of drama and is renowned for going down. So, it's really no surprise that she will be engaged with a feud in Ellen, who has also been one of the Hollywood entertainment industry's most diverse chapters. Although her popularity as one of the greatest hosts on daytime talk shows and her groundbreaking participation as in the LGBTQ+ movement, this is one of the boldest instances when a celeb stood up to Ellen for her behavior was when Kathy Griffin wrote in her book, Celebrity Run-In, about a particular daytime talk show host. She said the person she was talking about was blonde and was particularly known for her mean side, which was a stark difference from the nice and charming on-screen personality that she led on. No one was really surprised when she revealed later in an interview that the person, in fact, was Ellen. Because, well, there have been a lot of instances where Ellen has showcased this particular side of her character. As expected, Ellen was furious at this time. When Ellen was the host of the Emmys, she behaved very badly with her and even kicked her out of the dressing room once. Now, Kathy herself is also known to have gotten herself involved in quite a lot of controversies. But this feud with her and Ellen has probably stemmed from the truth, as Ellen has been reportedly claimed to be mean and quite opposite to the nice person appearance she lets on by a number of celebrities. Number 6. Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2015. She was seen addressing her transition. Her conservative views on marriage were also shared, and she claimed to be a traditionalist. The entire interview was incredibly awkward to watch, as both parties were visibly very uncomfortable. Later, Ellen revealed in an interview that she thought Caitlyn might have a problem with Ellen's own orientation. After all, she did say that she had traditional views on marriage, but also claimed that she supported same-sex marriage. Number 5. Karine Olympius. In reality, Karine Olympius, popular from The Bachelor, is a huge fan of Ellen, and has shown how much she liked Ellen and how happy she was to be a part of the show herself. And unlike in the case of the others, she wasn't even offended or put into an awkward situation directly in the show. However, as she revealed afterwards, she wasn't as starstruck as she was at the beginning of it all, as Ellen's general behavior intimidated her, and she came out on the show with a feeling that Ellen might not be the best person, or at least not as great as the person who she portrays herself to be on the air. She revealed that the experience was quite weird all over for her, and not as amazing as one thinks going to Ellen is. And truth be told, she isn't the only one who feels this way. Number 4. Cher. Without a doubt, Cher is one of the greatest music stars that so many people are still influenced by, even after more than 6 decades of being in the limelight. Even the legends and big names, though, can't seem to be able to catch a break from The Ellen Show. Let's say, for instance, when Cher came on as the guest on the show, Ellen had taken her to a beauty salon where the two of them were seen doing the fans' hair. Cher seemed to have gotten quite into it and was taking it seriously. It seemed as though she was enjoying what she was. Ellen, however, was quite the opposite. She was not only getting anything done, but also interfered a lot with what Cher was doing, and in fact, after some time, did karaoke on her songs. While that's not that offensive, she did use some words that can't be appreciated. Cher was visibly not amused by Ellen's behavior, and although Ellen tried to play the entire thing off during the end, and tried claiming that she was best friends with Cher, she certainly did not entertain that and clearly withdrew herself from what was happening. Well, that was sort of expected. You simply don't want to mess with someone like Cher, and that applies for everyone, even Ellen. Number 3. Kelly Ripa. With Ellen DeGeneres, Kelly Ripa is one of the most talked about feuds. Yeah, it goes far back too. Kelly Ripa co-hosted a show a while back with Michael Strahan, a football player. It was one of the most successful morning talk shows in spite of the fact that the hosts were from different backgrounds. Kelly from the entertainment industry and Strahan from a sports background, as he was a successful footballer. However, they split after some time, and this gave rise to quite a strain in their relationship. As a result of that, none of the talk shows ventured to bring any one of them to their talk shows, as they didn't want to risk picking sides. Ellen, however, doesn't stop at things like this, and soon after the separation called on Strahan to her show. She probably had the intention of getting some information out of him regarding what really went down with the two of them, him and Kelly, which is, in all honesty, way beyond professional courtesy and good motives. However, the fact that Ellen invited him right after the split really annoyed Kelly, and she made no effort to hide it. She has already said that it made her feel really uncomfortable, that she was clearly siding with Strahan with no specific reason, and it could be clearly understood why she doesn't really like Ellen and doesn't speak in her favor at any opportunity. And really, we can't blame her for feeling this way. Number 2. Michelle Obama. Ellen had been a host of Michelle Obama, and she took her shopping at a nearby CVS pharmacy, meaning she wanted to remain in practice. Well, it was pretty alright until then, but when she started boasting about her and the power she had as the First Lady, she seems to be taking it too far. Michelle was clearly disturbed by the entire exchange, and it really weighed down on her, but Ellen didn't stop there. She even asked her to talk to the authorities in the mint so that her face could be printed on some currency. This was when Michelle snapped back and told Ellen on her face that to have your face printed on money, you need to have done something of historical importance and significance. In all, the situation was far too disturbing for the former First Lady.
The world happy
you
every
should
day.
have freed some slaves. You know, you're really annoying. It's like taking a 3-year-old to the store.
Number 1. Drew Barrymore. For quite some time, Drew Barrymore has been one of Hollywood's leading stars. But when she and Ellen were put together as co-hosts for A First Date, dating show that basically concentrated on how embarrassing first dates were generally, things went south. Undoubtedly, Ellen is one of the most successful talk show hosts of all time, and Drew is also an extremely successful celebrity. However, the two seemed to just not be able to hit it off and to host the show successfully. There was obviously tension between the two offstage, and neither was willing to give up the position of the top host and call the shots. In spite of the efforts to make it work between them, the synchronization was just not present between them. Well, at least they tried to make it work, but that wasn't to any avail. The showrunners were wise enough to realize wouldn't do well for them if they tried to continue the show with these two ladies and didn't renew the show after the first season. While you're still here, go ahead and click on one of the 2 videos on your screen. See you there!